Is the property market finally turning a corner or just catching its breath? Hi, I'm Ali and welcome back to Concentric TV, where we help landlords, sellers and investors navigate the property market with confidence. Today, we're covering everything you need to know about what's happening right now in the housing, rental and buy-to-let investment sectors across the UK. We'll look at what prices are doing, what buyer and tenant behaviour is telling us, and how landlords and investors can stay one step ahead in this shifting market. Now let's start with the latest data from Rightmove. In July, the national average asking price dipped ever so slightly to £378,240. Now that's down 0.3% from last month. Now that's unusual for this time of year. We typically see a rise through the summer. So what's going on? Well, sellers are becoming more realistic. With supply at its highest level in over a decade, sellers are adjusting their expectations to stay competitive. In fact, the number of homes for sale is up by 11% compared to last year, which gives buyers more choice and negotiating power. And buyer demand remains solid. Despite the price dip, demand is actually very steady. Buyer inquiries are actually 3% higher than this time last year, and May was the busiest month for sales agreed since March of 2022. Now, first day inquiries are making a big difference. Rightmove also shared that homes which receive an inquiry on day one are 22% more likely to sell. Now that tells us pricing, presentation and launch strategy are more important than ever. And with the rental market, high rents come with high expectations. So let's shift to that. With new insights from Zoopla's June report, here's the snapshot. Average UK rent outside of London is now £1,226 per calendar month. The London average is £2,146 per calendar month. So that's an annual rent growth of 5.6%, which is the slowest rate in over 2 years. Available rental stock, well, that's up by 18% year on year. So more supply means more choice for tenants. Tenants now have more options, and that's changing behaviour. Well-maintained, fairly priced homes are still letting quickly, but anything overpriced or underprepared is sticking. Energy efficiency still matters. Tenants continue to favour properties with EPC ratings of C or better, especially with energy bills still high. Smart upgrades like insulation and heating controls can give landlords a real edge. So what should landlords do now? Well, if you're a landlord, here's what we recommend this summer. Benchmark your rents against local listings. Improve presentation for quicker lets. Explore affordable upgrades that make your property more appealing and compliant. The rental market is still strong, but it's no longer automatic. Tenants are more selective, and landlords who adapt will absolutely avoid costly void periods. Let's have a quick look at the buy-to-let investor market, because there's more opportunity emerging than ever. Now for investors, it's an interesting time. Here's what the latest data from Zoopla and Rightmove is telling us. House prices are slightly softening. That 0.3% drop in asking prices this month could present a real opportunity, especially for cash buyers or anyone looking to negotiate below peak values. Now, rents also remain historically high. In fact, they're now 28% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Even as growth slows, yields remain attractive, especially in the Midlands and the North. More stock, less panic. Rental supply is improving, up by 18%, but tenant demand still exceeds available stock. It's a more balanced market, but still investor friendly. Rental affordability remains in focus. So renters are spending nearly 28.5% of their gross income on rent, just below the decade high. This affordability pressure is something to watch, especially in southern cities. So, for those of you looking to grow your portfolio, here's what I'd recommend. Review your current yields. Focus on high demand and affordable regions. Look for landlord-to-landlord sales with tenancies in place. Use this window to buy while others sit on the sidelines. Across the board, whether you're a homeowner, landlord or investor, the July market is telling us one thing loud and clear. The gap between listed price and achieved result comes down to preparation, pricing and strategy. So, if you're thinking about selling, letting or reviewing your portfolio this summer, let's make sure your next move is based on up-to-date local data. You can use the free online valuation tool below to get an instant estimate of your current property's value, or you could book a more detailed market review with one of my team. We'll help you price smart, present well, and profit from this evolving market. So that brings me to the end of July's market update. I hope you found it useful. If you did, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more future market updates. I'll see you on the next one.